Where's your tobacco?
I think I left it on the table. It's gonna rain tonight.
Paper says so?
Yeah, right here.
Then it can't rain.
Hiya!
Hello, Frank. What's doing?
Nothing. Walking off my breakfast. That beautiful? Not a cloud.
Yeah, nice.
Every Sunday ought to be like this.
You want paper?
What's the difference? It's all bad news. What's today's calamity?
I don't know. I don't read the news section anymore. It's more interesting in the want ads.
Why, are you trying to buy something?
Oh no, I'm just interested to see what people want, you know? For instance, here's a guy who wants 2 Newfoundland dogs. Now what's he want with 2 Newfoundland dogs?
That's funny.
And here's another one. 1. Old dictionaries, high prices paid. Now what's a man gonna do with an old dictionary?
Why not? Probably a book collector.
I mean, like living like that.
Sure, there's a lot of them.
All kind of businesses nowadays. In my day, you were either a doctor or a lawyer or worked in a shop. Now,
Well, I was going to be a forester once.
well, that shows you. In my day, there was no such thing. Look up a page like that and realize how dangerous you are.
Hey, what happened to your tree?
Oh, ain't that a shame? The wind must have got last night. You heard the wind, didn't you?
Yeah, I got a mess in my yard too. Hey, what did Kate say?
They're all still asleep yet. Waiting for her to see it.
You know, it's funny.
What?
Larry was born in August. He would have been 27 this month. And his tree blows down.
I'm surprised, Frank. You remember his birthday.
Well, I'm working on his horoscope.
How could you work on his horoscope? Get that for the future?
Well, what I'm doing is this. See, Larry was reported missing on November 25th, right?
Right.
Well, then we assumed that if he was killed, it was on November 25th. Now, what Kate wants,
Oh. Kate wants you to make this?
yeah, what Kate wants is to find out whether November 25th was a favorable day for Larry.
What is that, favorable day?
Oh, a favorable day for a person is a fortunate day, according to the stars. In other words, it would have been practically impossible for him to have died on his favorable day.
So was that his favorable day, November 25th?
That's what I'm working on to find out. It takes time. See, the point is, if November 25th was his favorable day, then it's completely possible he's alive somewhere. Because, I mean, it's possible. I didn't even see you.
Is this guy talking sense?
Him? He's alright. He's just completely out of his mind, that's all.
The trouble with you is you don't believe in anything.
Your trouble is that you believe in anything. You didn't see my kid this morning, did you?
No.
Imagine that. He walks off with his father's thermometer right out of his bag.
What a problem. One look at a girl and he takes her temperature.
That boy's going to be a real doctor. He's smart.
Over my dead body will be a doctor. Good beginning, too.
Why? It's an honorable profession.
Frank, will you stop talking like a civics book?
Why? I saw a movie a couple of weeks ago reminding me of you. There was a doctor in that picture.
Tom Etchen.
I think it was. Yeah, Doc. And he worked in his basement discovering things. That's what you could do. You could help humanity instead of...
I would love to help humanity on a Warner Brothers salary.
That's very good.
Well, where's the beautiful girl we're supposed to be with?
Annie came.
Sure, she's sleeping upstairs. Picked her up on the 1 o'clock train last night. Wonderful thing. The girl leaves here a scrawny little kid. A couple of years go by and she's a regular woman. Hard to recognize her. She was running in and out of the shower practically all the night. I was a very happy family that lived in your house there, too.
Like to meet her. The block used pretty girl. In the whole neighborhood, there's not a damn thing to look at. Except my wife, of course!
Adams is on the phone, you dog.
Such is the condition which prevails. My love, my
Don't
light.
sniff around me and give her an answer. I can smell her perfume over the phone.
What's the matter with her now?
I don't know, dear. She sounds like she's in terrible pain. Unless her mouth is full of candy.
Why don't you just tell her to lay down?
She enjoys it more when you tell her to lay down. And when are you going to see Mr. Hubbard?
My dear, Mr. Hubbard is not sick. I have better things to do than to sit there and hold his hand.
Seems to me that for $10 you could hold his hand.
If your son wants to play golf, tell him I'm ready. Or if he wants to take a trip around the world for about 30 years.
Why do you needle him? He's a doctor. Women are supposed to call him up.
All I said was Mrs. Adams is on the phone. Can I have some of the parsley?
Sure, fine. She'll be down soon. Believe me or Sue, she's a real knockout.
I should have been a man. People are always introducing me to beautiful women. Tell her to come over later. I imagine she'd like to see what we've done to her house. I'd like to see. She's still unhappy, Joe.
Annie? Well, I don't suppose she goes around dancing on her toes, but she seems fine.
She's going to get married? Is there
Well,
anybody?
it's been a couple of years. She can't warn a boy forever.
So strange. Annie's here and not even married. I've got 3 babies. I always think it'd be the other way around.
Yep. That's what war does. I had 2 sons and I have 1. You know, in my day it was an honor to have a son. Now a doctor can make millions if he can figure out a way to bring a boy into this world without a trigger finger.
You know, I was just reading. Hi, Chris.
Lydia, come in here! If you wanted the toaster to work, don't plug in the malted mixer.
Did I?
And the next time I fix something, don't tell me I'm crazy. Now come in here.
I'll never hear the end of this one.
What's the difference? Instead of toast, have a malted. You want paper?
Sorry, just the book section.
Well, you're always reading the book section. You never actually buy a book.
I like to keep abreast of my ignorance.
What is that? Every week a new book comes out.
Lots of new books.
All different.
All different.
Any up yet?
Mother's giving her breakfast in the dining room.
See what happened to the tree?
Yeah.
What's Mother gonna say?
You're finally up!
Ah! Bert's here! Have you seen Tommy? He's got his father's thermometer again.
He's taking a reading.
What?
But it's only oral.
There's no harm in oral. So what's new this morning, Bert?
Nothing.
Well, then you couldn't have made a complete inspection of the block. You know, when I first made you policeman, you used to come in here every morning with something new. Now, nothing's ever new.
Except some kids from 30th Street. They start taking a can down the block and make them go away because they were sleeping.
Now you're talking, Bert. Now you're on the ball. First thing you know, I'm liable to make you a detective.
Can I see the jail now?
Bert, you know you can't see the jail.
I bet you there isn't even a jail. I don't see any bars in those cellar windows.
Hey, on the word of my honor, there is a jail in that basement. I showed you my gun, didn't I?
But that's a hunting gun.
That's an arresting gun.
Why don't you ever arrest anybody? Tommy said another dirty word to Doris yesterday, and you didn't even demote him.
Well, that Tommy sure is a dangerous character. What word does he say?
Well, I can't say that.
Come on, give me an idea.
I can, Mr. Keller.
Just whisper to my ear. Maybe I won't even hear.
I can.
Don't make him do that.
All right, fine, Bert. I'll take your word on it. Now, go out there and peel them eyes.
For what?
For what? Bert, the whole neighborhood is depending on you. A policeman don't ask questions. Now peel them eyes.
Okay.
Now remember, mum's the word, Bert.
About what?
I mean, just in general. Be careful.
Okay.
I got all the kids crazy.
One of these days they're all going to come in here and beat your brains out.
What's Mother gonna say? Maybe you ought to tell her before she sees me.
She saw it.
When?
She was out going to the road.
When?
Before this morning, I heard it cracking and woke up, looked out, she was staying right where it cracked.
What was she doing after 4 in the morning?
I don't know. When it cracked, she ran back to the house and cried in the kitchen.
Talk to her.
No, I figured the best thing was to leave her alone.
She cried hard.
We were right to the floor of my room.
What's she doing up there at that hour? She's dreaming of him yet. She's walking around at night.
She is.
She's getting just like after he died. What's the meaning of this?
I don't know the meaning of it. But I know one thing, Dad. We've made a terrible mistake with Mother.
What?
Being dishonest with her. That kind of thing always pays off, and now it's paying off.
What do you mean dishonest?
You know Larry's not coming back. And I know it. Why do we allow her to go on believing that we think of her?
What do you want to do? Argue with her?
Well, I don't want to argue with her, but it's time she realized nobody believes Larry's alive anymore. I mean, why shouldn't she, dream of and walk the nights waiting for her? Do we contradict her? Do we tell her that we haven't had any hope anymore, that we don't have any hope for years?
You can't say that.
We've got to say it to her.
How can you prove it? Can you prove it?
For God's sake, it's been 3 years. Nobody comes back after 3 years. It's
To
insane.
you it is, and to me, but not to her. You can talk yourself blue in the face, but there's no body and there's no grave, so where are you?
Sit down, Dad. I want to talk to you.
The trouble is, the goddamn newspapers, every piece a new boy turns up on
All right, let's listen. You know why I asked Danny here, don't you?
What?
You know.
Well, I have an idea, but what's the story?
And ask her to marry me.
That's only your business, Chris.
You know it's not only my business.
Well, what do you want me to do? You're old enough, you can make up your own
Then it's
mind.
all right. I'll go ahead with it.
But you have to be sure Mother isn't going
Then it isn't just my
I'm
business.
just
Sometimes
saying.
you infuriate me. You know that? Isn't it your business too if I tell Mother that she throws a fit about it? You have such a talent for ignoring things.
I ignore what I gotta ignore. That girl is Larry's
She's
girl.
not Larry's girl.
From Mother's point of view, he is not dead, and you have no right to take his girl. Now, you can go on from there if you know where to go, but I'm telling you, I don't know where to go. See? I don't know. Now, what can I do you for?
I don't know why it is. But every time I reach out for something I want, I have to pull back because other people will suffer. My whole bloody life, time after time after time.
You're a considerate fellow. There's nothing wrong
To
with that.
hell with that!
Have you asked Annie yet?
Gotta get the settlement first.
How do you know she'll even marry you? How do you know she doesn't feel the same way Mother
Well,
does?
if she doesn't, that's the end of it. From her letters, I think she's forgotten. I'll find out. And then we'll thrash it out with Mother, right? Dad, don't avoid me.
The trouble is, you never saw enough girls. You never did.
So what? I'm not fast with women.
I just don't see why it has to be Annie.
Because it is.
That's a good answer, but it don't answer anything. You haven't seen her since after the war. It's been 5 years.
I can't help it. I know her best. It's brought up next door to her. These years when I think of someone for my wife, I think of Annie. What do you want, a diagram?
I don't want a diagram. She thinks he's coming back, Chris. You marry that girl and you're pronouncing him dead. What do you think's what Mother's going to say? Do you know how she's going to feel? I don't.
All right then.
I'm just saying, give it some more thought.
I've given it 3 years of thought. I'd hoped that if I waited, Mother would forget Larry, and we could forget the whole thing, have a regular wedding, and everything be happy. But if that can't happen here, then I'll have to get out.
What the hell is this?
I'll get out. I'll get married and live someplace else, maybe New York.
Are you crazy?
I've been a good son too long. A good sucker.
You've got
I'm through with it.
business here. What the hell is this?
It's a business. The business doesn't inspire me.
Oh, must you be inspired?
Yes! I like it an hour a day. If I have to grub for money all day long, at least in the evening, I want it beautiful. I want a family. I want some kids. I want to build something to give myself to. Annie's in the middle of that. Now, where do I find it?
I mean, tell me something. You don't need business.
Yes, I will.
You shouldn't think that way. Hear me?
Help me stay here.
Right, but don't think that way. Because what did I work for, Chris? This is only for you. The whole shooting match is for
I
you.
know that. Dad. Just help me stay here.
Right. Don't think that way. Hear me?
I am thinking that way.
I don't understand.
No, you don't. You're a pretty tough guy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Joe,
Hello, Mom.
did you take a bag from under the sink?
Yeah, I put it in the garbage.
Well, get it out of the garbage. That's my potatoes.
Didn't know it was garbage.
Will you do me a favor, Joe? Don't be helpful.
I can afford another bag of potatoes.
Minnie scoured that pail in boiling water last night. It's cleaner than your teeth.
I don't see why, after I worked for 40 years and I got a maid, why I still gotta take out the garbage.
You make up your mind that not that every bag in the sink is full of garbage. You wouldn't be throwing out my vegetables. Last time it was the onions.
I don't like garbage in the house.
Then don't eat.
That settles you for today.
Yeah. I'm in last place again. I don't know. Once upon a time, I used to think that after I had money again, and I got a maid, that my wife could take it easy. Well, now I got money, and I got a maid, and my wife's working for the maid.
It's her day off. What are you crabbing about?
Isn't Annie finished eating yet?
She'll be out soon. When did some job on this place? So
So much for that, thank God.
Sit down, take it easy.
I've got such a funny pain at the top of my head.
Can I get you an aspirin?
No more roses. It's so funny. Everything decides to happen at the same time. This month is his birthday, his tree blows down, Annie comes. Seems like everything that was happening is coming back again. I was just down the cellar, and what did I stumble over? This baseball glove. I haven't seen that thing in a century.
Don't you think Annie looks well?
Fine. There's no question about it. She's a beauty. I still don't know what brought her here, and I'm not glad to see her.
I just thought we all might like to see each other again. I'd like to see her myself.
Only thing is, I think her nose got longer, but I still love that girl. She's the one that didn't hop into bed with somebody else as soon as it happened with her fella.
Well, what is that supposed to
Never
mean?
mind. Most of them didn't wait until the telegrams were open. I'm just glad she's here so you can see I'm not completely out of my mind.
Just because she isn't married doesn't mean she's been warning Larry.
Why, that isn't she?
Well, it could be any number of things.
Like what, for instance?
I don't know. Whatever it is. Can I get you an aspirin?
It's not like a headache.
Well, the trouble is, you're sleeping in too much. You're wearing out more bedroom slippers than shoes.
I had a terrible night. Never had a night like that before.
What was it, Mother? Did you dream?
More. More than a dream.
About Larry?
I was fast asleep. Remember the way he used to fly low past the house when he was in training? When we'd see his face in the cockpit going by? That's how I saw him. Only high up. Way, way up where the clouds are. It was so real. You'd reach out and touch him. And suddenly he started to fall. Crying to me, Mom! Mom! I could hear him like he was in the room. Mom! It was his voice. I knew if I could touch him, I could stop him, if I could only...
I woke up.
And it was so funny. The wind, it was like the roaring of his engine. I came out here. Must have still been half asleep. I could hear that roaring like he was going by. And the tree snapped right in front of me. And I came awake. See? We should have never planted that tree. I said so in the first place. It was too soon to plant a tree
Too
for him.
soon?
We rushed into it. Everyone was in such a hurry to bury him. I said not to plant it yet. I told you.
Mother! Mother! The wind threw it over. What significance has that got? Mother, please don't prove this all again, will you? It doesn't do any good. It doesn't accomplish anything. I've been thinking about it, you know? Maybe we all have to put our minds to forgetting.
It's the third time you've said that this week.
Because it's not right. We never took up our lives again. We're like at a railroad station waiting for a train that's never coming.
You got aspirin, huh?
Sure. Let's break out of this, huh, Mom? The four of us might go out to dinner some nights, maybe go out dancing on the shore.
Fine. We can do it tonight.
So with me.
Let's start with this aspirin.
Why did he invite her here?
Why does that bother you?
He's been in New York 3.5 years. Why all of a sudden...
Well, maybe he just wanted to see her.
Nobody comes 700 miles just to see.
And what do you mean? He lived next to her practically all of his life. Why shouldn't he want to see her now? Don't look at me like that. He hasn't told me anywhere that he's told you.
He's not going to marry her.
How do you know he's even thinking of it?
He's got that about him.
Well, so?
No?
You can't read her mind.
Then why is she still single? New York is full of men. Why isn't she married? Only 100 people told her she's foolish, but she's waited.
Well, how do you know why she's waiting?
Because she knows what I know. That's why. She's faithful as a rock. In my worst moments, I think of her waiting, and I know again that I'm right.
It's a nice day. What are we arguing for?
Nobody in this house has to take her faith away, Joe. Strangers might, but not his father. Not his brother.
What do you want me to do?
What? Act like he's coming back? Both of you. Don't think I haven't noticed you since Chris invited her. I won't stand for any nonsense.
But Kate,
If he's not coming back, I'll kill myself. Laugh! Laugh at me, but why did that happen the very night she came back? Laugh, but there are meanings to such things. She goes to sleep in his room and his memorial breaks into pieces. Look at it! Look!
calm yourself.
Joe!
Calm yourself.
Leave with me, Joe. I can't stand all alone.
Calm yourself.
Only last week a man turned up in Detroit. You run it yourself.
Right, all right, but calm yourself.
You have always got to believe.
Why me above all?
Just don't stop believing.
What does that mean, me above all?
Mr. Keller, say, Mr. Keller, Tommy just said it again.
Said what? Who?
The dirty word.
Oh, well,
Gee, aren't you going to arrest him? I warned him.
Stop that, Bert! Go home! There's no jail here.
Kate!
There's no jail here! I want you to stop that whole jail business.
He's right across the street.
Go home, Bert! I want you to stop that whole jail business!
Look at you! Look at you! You're shaking.
I can't help.
What have I got to hide?
I didn't say you had anything to hide. I just said to stop it. Now stop it! Hiya, Joe.
Take your breath of that air, kid. You don't get air like that in New York.
Annie! Where did you get that dress?
Oh, I couldn't resist. I'm taking it right off before I ruin it.
How's that 3 weeks salary? Isn't she the most? It's gorgeous, isn't it?
No kidding now, isn't she the prettiest gal you ever saw?
You gained a little weight, darling, didn't you?
Comes and goes.
Well, look at how nice your legs turned out.
Oh boy, the poppers got thick, didn't they?
Sure, it's been 3 years, kid. We're getting old.
Not as not like New York.
Oh, why did they take our hammock away?
Oh no, it broke a couple of years ago.
What, bro? He had one of his light lunches and popped onto it.
Oh, excuse me.
How do you do? She looks very intelligent.
Oh, and this is Jim. Dr. Vance.
Oh, sure, he writes a lot about you.
Don't believe it. He likes everybody. In the battalion, he was known as Mother McKellar.
I can believe it. You know, it is so strange seeing him come out of that yard. I guess I never grew up. It's almost as if Mom and Pop are in there now, and you and my brother are doing algebra, Larry trying to copy my homework. Gosh, those dear dead days beyond recall.
Well, I hope that doesn't mean you want me to move out.
Jim, come in here. Mr. Hubbard is on the phone.
I told you I don't
Please,
want...
dear, please.
All right, Susie, all right. I've only met you, Anne. If I may offer you some advice, when you marry, never, even in your mind, never count your husband's money. At once!
I told her to take up the guitar. We have common interest for them. Well, he loves the guitar.
Let's eat at the shore tonight. Raise some hell around here like we used to before Larry went.
You think of him? Oh, you see, she thinks of him.
What do you mean, Kate?
Nothing. Just that you remember him. And he's in your thoughts.
That's a funny thing to say. How could I help remembering him?
Did you pick up your things, dear?
Yeah. Say, you've sure gone in for clothes. I can hardly find anywhere in the closet.
No. Don't you remember? That's Larry's room.
You mean they're Larry's?
Didn't she recognize them?
Well, it never occurred to me that you... I mean, the shoes are all shined.
Yes, dear.
So long I've been aching for a nice conversation with you, Anne. Tell me something. What?
Out of they nice?
Meetings do you go out much?
Oh, shut up.
And are any of them serious?
Don't you both joke?
Annie, you can't go in a restaurant with this woman anymore. In 5 minutes, 39 strange men will come to the table telling her all about their life story.
I can't ask Annie a personal question.
Asking is all right, but don't beat her over the head. I'm your beater. I'm your beater.
Don't let them bulldoze you. Ask me anything you like. What do you want to do, okay?
No, she's
Come on,
the only
let's go.
She's the only one who's got any sense around here. Your mother. She's not getting divorced, is she?
No, she's calmed down about the whole thing now. When he gets out, we'll probably live together. New York.
That's fine. Your father is still. I mean, he's still a decent man after all is said and done.
I don't care. She can take him back if she likes.
You go out much?
You mean am I still waiting for him?
No, I don't expect you to wait for him,
Well,
dear.
that's what you mean, isn't it? Well, yes. Well, I'm not.
You're not.
Isn't it ridiculous? You don't want to imagine.
I know, dear, but don't say it's ridiculous. The papers were full of it. I don't know about New York, but there was half a page about a man missing longer than Larry. Turned up in Burma.
Couldn't want to come home very badly, Mom.
Don't be so
You
smart.
can have a hell of a time in Burma.
So I heard.
Mother, I'll bet you after 3 years you're the only one in this country.
You're sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Well, more than you're sure. They don't say it on the radio, but I'm sure that in the dark of night, they're still waiting for their sons.
Mother, you're absolutely...
Don't be so damn smart. Now stop it. There are just a few things that you don't know, and I'll tell you one of them, Annie. Deep, deep in your heart, you've always been waiting for him. No, deep in your heart,
Not
Annie.
to know, shouldn't
Don't
she?
listen to him. Listen to your heart, only your heart.
But why does your heart tell you he's alive?
It has to be. Why, Kate? Certain things have to be, and certain things can never be. Like the sun. It has to rise, it has to be. That's why there's God. Otherwise, anything could happen. But there's God. So certain things can never happen. I would know. Just like the day I know he went into that terrible battle. Did he write me? Was it in the papers? No. That night, I couldn't raise my head off the pillow. Ask Joe. And that day he was nearly killed. And you know I'm right. No, Kate. I have to have some tea.
Annie, how are you? Gee whiz.
Why are you afraid? You're losing your hair.
Frank's got responsibility now.
Gee whiz.
Now, Frank, the stars didn't know when to come out.
You look more womanly with your shorts.
Oh, Frank, you're a married man.
You still haberdashing?
Why not? Maybe I too can get to be president. How's your brother? Got his degree, I hear.
Oh, George has his own office now.
Don't say. And your dad?
Fine. I'll be missing later.
How about it? Is dad fit for Olsen?
I really don't know.
I mean, I feel, you know, that if an intelligent man like your father is put in prison, there ought to be a law that says either you execute him or let him go after him.
Want to hand that ladder, Frank?
That's all right. I'll finish the horoscope tonight, Kate. See you later, Ed. You look wonderful.
Haven't they stopped talking about that?
Nobody talks about me.
Long and forgotten kid.
Well, tell me, because I don't want to meet anybody on the block.
I don't want you to worry about it.
They still remember the case, Joe? They still talk about you?
The only one who still talks about is my wife.
That's because you keep playing policeman with all the kids. All their parents here refuse jail, jail, jail.
Actually, what happened is when I got home from the penitentiary, all the kids suddenly took an interest in me. Hey, you know, kids, I was like an expert on the jail situation. Time passed, and they got confused. I ended up detective.
Except that they didn't get it confused. He hands out police badges from the post these boxes.
Gosh. It's wonderful to hear you all laughing about it.
Why would you expect?
The last thing I remember on this block was one word.
Murderers? Remember that pig? Hammond standing in front of our house, yelling that word. She's still around, I suppose? They're all still around.
Don't listen to her. Every Saturday night, the whole gang is playing poker in this arbor. All the ones who yelled murder are now taking my money.
Don't fool her. She's a sensitive girl. I still remember about that. It's different with him. He was exonerated. Your father's still there. That's why I wasn't so enthusiastic about your coming. Honestly, I know how sensitive you are, and I told Chris, I
Listen.
said...
If you like I did, it would be alright. Yeah, I come home, I get out of my car. I'm not in front of the house, on the corner. You should have been there, Annie, and you too, Chris. You'd have seen something. Everybody knew I was getting out that day. Porches were loaded. Picture it now, not a single one of them thought I was innocent. Everybody thought I pulled a fast one to get myself exonerated. So, I get out of my car, and I walk down the street. Very slowly. And with a smile. The beast! I was the beast! I was the guy who sold 120 crack cylinder heads to the Army Air Force. I was the guy who let 21 P-40s crash in Australia. Kid, walking down the street that day, I was guilty as hell. Except I wasn't. I had the court paper in my pocket to prove that I wasn't. So, I walked past the fortunes. Result? 14 months later, I had one of the best shops in the state again. A respected man again, bigger than ever.
Joe McGuts.
And that's the only way you lick him, his guts. The worst thing to do to him was move away from his block. He made it tough for your father when he gets out. That's why I like to see him move back on his block.
How could they move back?
It ain't gonna end till they move back. Till they're playing cards with him again, talking with him, laughing with him. You play with cards with him, man, and you can't be a murderer. And I'd like you to tell him that, hey, next time you write.
Don't you hold anything against him?
I don't believe Chris will find people, eh?
But he was your partner. He dragged you through mud.
He ain't my sweetheart, but he's your father.
So how about you, Kate? Do you go to the station?
The next time you write him,
I don't write him.
well, every now and then,
No, I've never written him. Neither has my brother. Say, do you feel this way too?
Murdered 21 pilots.
what the hell kind of talk is that?
That's not a thing to say about a man. Well, what else can you say? He took him away, I followed him. Went to him every visiting day. Crying all the time. Until the news came about Larry. Then I realized it's wrong to pity a man like that. Father or no father, he knowingly shipped out parts of a crashing airplane. And how do you know Larry wasn't one of them? I was waiting for that. As long as you're here, Annie, I want to ask you to never say that again. You surprised me. I thought you'd be mad at
Father did nothing to do with Larry. Nothing.
But how can you know?
As long as you're here,
Kate.
put it out of your mind.
Because
That's all. That's enough.
Come inside and have some tea.
the one thing...
He's not dead, so there's no argument. Now come.
In a minute! Now look, Annie.
Breakdowns, forget it.
No, she doesn't feel that
I'm
way.
sick of the whole subject. Now cut it out.
You want her to go on like this? Those cylinder heads went into P-40s only. What's the matter with you? You know Larry never flew a
So who
P-40.
flew those P-40s, huh? Pigs?
The man was a fool, but don't make a murderer of him. You got no sense. Look what it does to her. You gotta appreciate what was doing in the shop in the war. The both of you. It was a madhouse. Every half an hour, the major calling for more cylinder heads. They were whipping us with the telephones. The trucks were still hauling them out hot damn near. I mean, just try to see it human. See it human. All of a sudden, a batch comes out with a crack. That happens. That's business. Fine hairline crack. He's a little man, your father. Always afraid of loud voices. What'll the major say? Half a day's production shot? What'll I say? You see what I mean? Human. So he takes his tools and he covers over the crowd. That's bad. That's wrong. That's what a little man does. If I could have gone in that day, I'd have told him, Junkenstein, we can afford it. But alone, he was afraid. But he meant no harm. He thought they'd hold up 100%. That's a mistake, but that don't make him a murderer. You understand me? It ain't fair.
Forget it.
Annie, the day the news came out about Larry, he was in the cell next to me. Dad. He cried, Annie. He cried half the night.
Should have cried all night.
Annie, I don't see why
Are you going to stop it?
Oh, don't yell at him. He just wants everybody happy.
That's my sentiments. Stand right.
And champagne.
Now you're operating. I'll call Swanson's for a table tonight. It's gonna be a big night, Annie.
Can't scare me?
I like this one. Wrap her up. I want to see everybody so drunk tonight. Hey, you got nice legs, Annie. Look at him, he's blushing.
Hey, drink your tea, Casanova. Isn't he a great guy?
He's the only one I know who still loves his hair.
I know. Went out of style, didn't it?
It's alright, it's a good thing. You know, it's lovely here. The air is sweet.
Not sorry you came.
Not sorry, no. But I'm not ready to stay.
Why?
Well, first off, your mother as much as told me to go.
Well,
You saw that. And then you've been hanging.
what?
Well, kind of embarrassed ever since I got here.
The trouble is I planned on kind of sneaking up on you over the period of a week or so. But they take it for granted that we're all set.
I knew they would. Your mother, at least.
How'd you know?
Oh, from her point of view, I also like come.
What would you want to? I guess that's why I asked you to come.
I guess this is why I
I love you. I love you a great deal. I love you. I have no imagination. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm embarrassing you. I didn't want to tell it to you here. I wanted some place we've never been before, a place we'd be brand new to each other. You feel it's wrong here, don't you? This yard, this chair. I want you to be ready for me. I don't want to win you away from anything.
Oh, Chris. I've been ready a long, long time.
It's gone forever. You're sure?
I almost got married 2 years ago.
Why didn't you?
You started to write to me.
Felt something back far back?
Every day since.
And why didn't you let me know?
Well, till then you never wrote. And when you did write, what'd you say? Was your hand be ambiguous? No.
Give me a kissing. Give me a... Oh God, I kissed you! I kissed Annie! How long I've been waiting to kiss you?
I'll never forgive you. Why'd you wait all these years? All I've done is sit and wonder if I was crazy for having you.
We're going to live happy. I'm gonna make you so happy.
Not like that, you're not.
I kissed you.
Like Larry's brother. Like you, Chris. What's the matter, Chris?
Let's drive someplace. I want to be alone.
Oh. Is it your mother?
No. Nothing like that.
What is it? In your letters, there's something ashamed.
Yes, I suppose I have to. But it's going for me. all mixed up with so many other things. You remember overseas I was in the Navy company?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I lost her.
How many?
So that all.
Gee.
Takes a little time to toss that off. Because they weren't just men. For instance, one time they'd been raining several days, and this kid comes up to me. He gives me his last pair of dry socks. Puts them in my pocket. It's only a small thing, but it's the kind of guys I had. They didn't die, they killed themselves for each other. They meant exactly a little more selfish than they've been here today. Right? I got an idea. Watching it all go down. Everything was being destroyed, you see, but it seemed to me that one thing was being created. A kind of responsibility. Man for man. You understand me? To show that, to bring that onto the earth again like some kind of monument, and everybody would feel it there, standing behind him, and it would mean something to him. When I came home, it was incredible. There was no meaning in it. The whole thing today was kind of a bus accident. I went back to work with Dad. That rat race again. You know, I felt, you said, shaped somehow. Because nobody was changed at all. It seemed to make suckers out of a lot of guys. It felt wrong to drive the new car and open the bank book, see the new refrigerator. I mean, you can take those things out of a war, but when you drive that car, you've got to know it came out of the love a man can have for a man. You've got to be a little better because of that. Otherwise, what you have is really brute. And there's blood on it. We're going to take it. I guess that could
Still feel that way?
watch you now.
Because you mustn't feel that way anymore. Because you have a right to everything you have. Understand that? To meet. And money. There's nothing wrong in money. My father put hundreds of things in me and proud. A man should be paid for
Annie,
that.
I'm going to make a fortune for you.
Wow. Yeah, sure.
What'll I do?
Hey, and your brother. What is this, Labor Day?
All right, all right.
Shouldn't there sound like that?
Well, nobody told me it was Labor Day. Hey. Where's the hot dogs?
All right, you said it once.
Well, so long as I know it's Labor Day, I'll wear a bell around me.
He's so subtle.
George Bernard Shaw is an elephant.
Ah, George, you kissed it out of my hand. Your brother's on the phone.
My brother?
Yeah, George, long distance.
Why? Is something the matter?
I don't know, Kate's talking. Hurry up, it'll cost him $5.
I wonder if you ought to tell your mother yet. I mean, it's not very good an argument.
Tell us tonight. Ask her anything. Get tense. Just leave it all to me.
What are you talking?
Why? Getting married, Dad. Did you say anything?
I'm glad, Chris. He's calling from Columbus.
Columbus.
Did I tell you George is going to see his father today?
No, I don't think she knew anything about it.
Chris, you know her pretty good?
Kind of a question.
I'm just wondering, Chris, all these years he don't go to see his father. All of a sudden he goes and she's here.
Well, what up?
It's crazy when it comes to mine. She don't hold anything against him, does she?
Dad. How could you think that of her? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just talking, Chris. Until his last day in court, the man blamed it all on me. And this is his daughter. I mean, if she was sent here to find out something.
Why? What is there to find out?
I mean, if they just want to open up the case again. The nuisance now. Hurt us?
How could you think
What
that?
did he say to you, for God's sake?
It couldn't be him.
Dad, you amaze me.
All right. Forget it. Forget it. I want a clean start for you, Chris. I want a new sign over the plant. Christopher Keller Incorporated.
J.O. Keller is good.
We're talking about. I want to build a house for you, Chris. Stone. Driveway from the road. I want you to spread out, Chris. I want you to use what I made for you. With joy, Chris. Without shame, with joy.
I will, Dad.
Then say it to me. Because sometimes I feel you're ashamed of the money.
No, don't think that.
Because you shouldn't be. It's good money. There's nothing wrong with that money.
You don't have to tell me this.
I'll go work on Mother Cruise. We're gonna get her so drunk, we're all gonna get married. It's gonna be like a wedding you've never seen before, kid. Champagne, tuxedos.
Simply because when you get excited, you don't control yourself. What did he say to you, for God's sake? All right, calm down. Yes, they're all here. Nobody's running away from you. You get a hold of yourself, will you? All right. Goodbye.
Ain't something happened?
He's coming here?
On the 7 o'clock. He's in London. I told him it would be all right.
Sure, fine. Father took sick?
Well, George didn't say he was sick. I don't know. I suppose it's something stupid. You know my brother. Let's go out for a drive.
Sure, give me these down.
Drive around the park. It's beautiful now.
Fine.
See ya.
Be back right away.
Take your time. What is George want?
He's been in Columbus since this morning with Steve. He's got to see Annie right away, he says.
For?
I don't know. He's a lawyer now, Joe. George is a lawyer. All these years he never sent a postcard to Steve, not a postcard.
Well, so?
Suddenly he takes an airplane to New York to see him. An airplane.
So what?
Why?
I don't need minds, do you?
Why? What is Steve suddenly going to tell him that he takes an airplane to see him?
Well, what do I know what Steve's got to tell him?
Sure, Joe?
Yes, I'm sure.
Smart now, Joe. When he's coming, you better be smart.
Once and for all. You hear me? I said I'm sure.
Right, Joe? Let's be smart. Did you have to put on nice pants to do that? You notice there's more light with that thing going.
Hey, why aren't you dressing?
Suffocating upstairs. I made a great drink for Georgie. Come and have some.
Come on, get dressed. What's Dad sleeping so much for?
He's worried. When he's worried, he sleeps. Dad and I are done with this. stupid people. We don't know anything. You've got to protect us.
Cindy, what is there to be afraid of?
His last day in court, Steve never gave up the idea that Dad made him do it. He's going to reopen the case. I won't live through.
George, he's just a damn fool, Mother. How can you take him seriously?
Family hates us. Baby, look at Annie.
Now, Mother,
You think just because you like everybody, they like you.
right, don't get yourself worked up. Just leave everything out.
When George comes,
I want you to tell Annie to go with me.
Don't worry about Annie.
Steve is her father, too.
You're gonna cut it out now, come on.
You understand how much people can hate Chris? They can hate so much they'll tear the world to pieces.
Hey, look, she's dressed already. I just got to put on a shirt.
Are you feeling well, Kate? What's the difference, dear? Certain people, you know, the sicker they get, the longer they live.
You look nice.
I'm telling her tonight.
Don't worry about
Wish we
it.
could tell her now. I can't stand sleeping. My stomach
It's
gets
not
hot.
scheming. Just gonna get her in a better mood, that's all.
And when he's relaxed as your father, he's fast asleep.
I'm relaxed.
Are you?
Look! Ah! Ah! I can't! Let me know when George comes, okay?
is my husband?
Oh!
I'm terribly sorry.
It's alright, I am. A little silly about the dark.
It is getting dark. Are you looking for your husband? As usual. You spend so much time here, they'll be charging you rent.
Nobody was stressed, so we drove over to the depot to pick up my brother.
Oh, your brother's in?
Yeah, they should be here any minute now.
You have a cold drink? I will, thanks. My husband, too hot to drive me to the beach. Men are like little boys. For the neighbors, they'll always be the girls.
People like to do things for the colors. And that way since I can remember.
It's amazing. I guess your brother's going to lead the way, huh?
I don't know, I suppose.
You must be all nerved up.
Oh, it's always a problem getting yourself married, isn't it?
That depends on your shape, of course. I don't see why you should have had a problem.
I've had chances.
I'll bet. It's romantic. It's very unusual to me, marry the brother of your sweetheart.
I don't know. It's mostly that. Whenever I need somebody to tell me the truth, I've always thought of this. When he tells you something, you know, it's he laughed with me.
And he's got money. That's important to know.
It wouldn't matter to me.
You'd be surprised. Makes all the difference. I married an intern on my salary, and that was bad because as soon as a woman supports a man, he owes her something. You can't owe somebody something without resentment. That's true, you know.
Underneath, I think the doctor is very devoted.
Oh, certainly, but it's bad when a man always sees the bars in front of him. Jim thinks he's in jail all the time.
Oh.
That's why I've been intending to ask you a small favor, Anne. It's something very important.
Certainly, if I can do it.
If you can. When you take up housekeeping, try to find a place away from you.
Are you fine?
I'm very serious. My husband is unhappy with Chris left.
How is that?
Jim's a successful doctor, but he's got an idea he'd like to do research, discover things, you see.
Isn't that good?
Research pays $25 a week minus laundering the hair shirt. You've got to give up your life to go into it.
How is Chris?
Chris makes people want to be better than it's possible to be. He does that to people.
Is that bad?
My husband has a family, dear. Every time he's a session with Chris, he feels as though he's compromising by not giving up everything for research. As though Chris or anybody else isn't compromising. This happens with Jim every couple of years. He meets a man and makes a statue of him.
Maybe he's right. Not that I think Chris is sad.
Now, darling, you know he's not right.
I don't agree with you.
Let's face it, dear. Chris is still working with his father, isn't he? He's taking money out of that business every week in the year.
What of it?
You asked me what
I certainly do ask you. You oughtn't cast aspersions like that. I'm surprised at you.
You're surprised, Eddie?
He wouldn't touch 5 cents from that plan if there was anything the matter with it.
And you know that.
Oh, I know it. I resent everything you've said.
You know what I resent, dear?
Please, I don't want to argue.
I resent living next door to the Holy family. It makes me look like a bum. You understand?
I can't do anything about it.
Who is he to ruin a man's life? Everyone knows Joe pulled a fast one to get out of jail.
That's not true.
Then why don't you go out and talk to people? Go on, talk to them. There's not a person on the block who doesn't know the truth.
That's a lie. People are here all the time for cars.
So what? They give him credit for being smart. I do too. I've got nothing against Joe. But if Chris wants people to put on the hair shirt, let him take off his broadcloth. He's driving my husband crazy with that phony idealism of his, and I'm at the end of my rope on it. Hello, darling. How's mother?
Thought George came himself.
No, it was just us.
Susie, do me a favor. I'll go up to Mother and see if you can calm her. She's all worked up.
He still doesn't know about you two?
She senses that, I guess. I mean, you know my mother.
Oh yeah. She's like,
Maybe there's something I suggest.
I'll give her one of them. Don't worry about Kate. Pop her drinks, dance her around a little. She'll love him. After all, he's the female version of him. Don't be alarmed, I said version.
Interesting woman, isn't she?
Yeah, she's very interesting.
Well, she's a great nurse, you know. She.
Are you still doing that?
Doing what?
Every time you get to know somebody, you create a distinction for them. How do you know she's a great nurse?
What's the matter, Anne?
The woman that she despises
Dude,
you.
what's the big deal?
Gee, Chris,
What happened to her?
you ever... I think she's happy.
Tell you what?
Says they think Joe is guilty.
What difference does it make when they think?
I don't care what they think. I just don't understand why you took the trouble to deny it. You said it was all forgotten.
I want you to think there's anything wrong when you come in here, that's all. Look, I know a lot of people think my father was guilty, and I assume there might be some question in your mind.
But I never once said I suspected him.
Nobody says it.
Chris, I know how much you love him, but you have
Do
to
you think even if he done that thing?
not here. I'm sorry, Chris. I turned my back on my father if there's anything wrong here now.
I know that, Ken.
George is coming from Dad, and I don't think it's even close.
He's welcome here. You've got nothing to fear from George.
Tell me that. Tell me
The
that.
man's innocent, Anne. Remember he was falsely accused once and they put him through hell? I mean, how would you behave if you were faced with the same thing again? Anne, there's nothing wrong for you here. Believe me.
Sorry. Sorry.
Every time I come out here, it looks like playland.
I thought you were going to shave.
Hang on a minute, I just woke up. Can't see nothing.
You look shaved.
Oh no. I gotta be extra special tonight. It's a big night tonight, Annie. So how's it feel to be a married woman?
I don't know yet.
What's the matter? You slipping?
The great Rouet, huh?
What is that?
It's French.
Don't talk dirty.
You ever meet a bigger ignoramus?
Somebody's gotta make a living.
Ooh, that's telling him.
I know, this country's getting so goddamn educated, there'll be nobody left to take away the garbage. It's getting me that the only dumb left are the buses.
Oh, you're not so dumb, no.
I know, but you go in our shop, for instance, there's so many lieutenants, majors, and colonels. I'm ashamed to ask anybody to sweep the floor. I gotta be careful I'll insult somebody. No kidding. It's a tragedy to stand on the street today and spit. You're gonna hit a college man.
Well, don't spit.
I mean to say it's coming to a pass. Annie, I've been thinking about your brother, George. I've been thinking about your brother, George. When he comes here, I'd like you to do something.
Roach.
It's a matter of brooch.
It's not English?
When I was in night school, it was brooch.
Well, in day school, it's
Don't surround me, will ya? Seriously, Ann. You say he's not well, George. I've been thinking, why should he knock himself out in New York with a cutthroat competition when I've got so many friends here? I'm very friendly with some big lawyers in town. I can set him up.
That's awfully nice of you, Joe.
No, it's not nice. I want you to understand. I'm thinking of Chris. You see what I mean? When you're older, you want to feel like you've accomplished something. My son is my only accomplishment. I ain't brainy. That's all I've ever accomplished. Now, a year, 18 months from now, your father will be a free man. Who's he coming home to again? His baby. You. He's going to come old and mad into your house.
I can only tell you that could never happen.
You don't want this heat to come between us. Annie, you're in love now. But believe me, older than you. I know. A daughter is a daughter, and a father is a father. And it could happen. I want you and George to go to him in prison. Said, tell him what happened. He was going to stop bringing the business when we get out.
We have him as a partner.
No partner. A good job. I'd like him to know, Annie, while he's sitting there, I'd like him to know that when he gets out, he's got a place here. You don't take his bitterness away. To know when you've got a place when you get out, it sweetens you up.
Joe, you owe him nothing.
I owe him a good kick in the teeth, but he's your
Well,
father.
then kick him in the teeth. I don't want him in the plant, you understand that? And besides, don't talk about him that way. People misunderstand you.
I don't see why she has to crucify me.
Well, it's her father. If she
No,
what's it to you? Why?
A father is a father! I didn't mean to do anything.
Let's forget the whole thing, Joe.
She's like, okay. Right again.
I forgot all about it. I promised to fix Kate's hair for tonight. Did she come yet?
Always a smile, hey, Lydia.
Sure, why not?
She's got to be extra beautiful tonight. It's a big night.
I will make her beautiful.
So, come on up and comb my Katie's hair. Come on up and she's my lady fair. Well, how'd that for a year in night school? Come on up, come on up, and comb my Katie.
What's the matter? Where is he?
Where's your mother?
Upstairs, dressing.
What happened, George?
I asked him to wait in the car. Listen to me now. Can you take some advice? Don't bring him in here.
Why?
Kate is in bad shape. You can't explode this in front of her.
Explode what?
You know why he's here. Don't try to kid it away. There's blood in his eye. Drive him somewhere.
Hey, don't be an old lady, okay?
He's come to take her home. What does that mean? You know what that means. Fight it out with him someplace else.
I'll drive him somewhere.
No!
Will you stop being an idiot?
Nobody's afraid of him here. Cut that out! Hell of a way to do. What are you standing out there for?
Doctor said your mother isn't well, so.
Want to see you, wouldn't she? Come on. Waiting for you all afternoon.
It's filthy. Didn't you bring another shirt?
How about the beach, Jim?
Oh, it's too hot to drive.
How'd you get to the station, Zeppelin?
This is Mrs. Bayless, George. George! Mrs. Bayless.
How do you do?
Good people bought our house, aren't you?
That's right. Come in and see what we did with it before you leave.
I like it the way it was.
He's frank, isn't he?
See you later. Take it easy, fella.
Hey, thanks for driving. How about some grape juice, George? made it especially for you?
Good old case. Remember my grape juice?
You drank enough of it in this house. How have you been, George? Sit down.
Takes me a minute.
Awesome. What?
I'm back here.
See, you've gotten a little nervous, haven't you?
Yeah, towards the end of the day. What are you? Big executive now?
Just kind of vegan. How's the law?
I don't know. When I was studying in the hospital, it seemed sensible. But outside, there doesn't seem to be much of a law. You just got thick, didn't you? What's that?
Went down last night. Get there for Larry. You know.
What? Afraid you'll forget him?
What question is that?
When did you start wearing a hat?
Today. From now on, I decided to look like a lawyer anyway. Don't you recognize it?
Why? You wear...
Your father's. He asked me to wear it.
How is he?
He got small.
Small.
Little. He's a little man. That's happened to suckers, you know? It's good I got to him in time. Another year, there'd be nothing left but his smell.
What's the matter, George? What's the trouble?
The trouble? The trouble is when you make suckers out of people once, you shouldn't try to do it twice!
What does that mean?
You're not married yet, are you?
George, will you sit down and
Are you
stop?
married yet?
No, I'm not married yet.
You're not going to marry him.
Why am I not going to marry him?
Because his father destroyed your family.
Now look, George.
Cut it short, Chris. Tell her to come home with me. Let's not argue. You know what I've got to say.
George, you don't want to be the voice of God here, do you?
I'm-
That's been your trouble all your life, George. You dive into things. What kind of a statement is that to make? You're a big boy now.
I'm a big boy.
Don't come bowling in here. If you've got something to say, please be civilized about it.
Don't civilize!
Are you going to talk like a grown man, or aren't you?
Sit down, dear. Don't be angry. Now, what happened? You kissed me when I left, and now...
My life turned upside down since then. I couldn't go back to work when you left. I wanted to go to Dad and tell him you're going to be married. It seemed impossible not to tell him. I loved you so much. Annie, you did a terrible thing. We can never be forgiven. Not to even send him a card at Christmas? I didn't see him once since I got home from the war. Annie, you don't know what was done to that man. You don't know what happened.
Of course, I know.
You can't know. You wouldn't be here. Dad came to work that day. The night foreman came to him and showed him the cylinder heads. They were coming out of the process with defects. There was something wrong with the process. So Dad went directly to the phone and called here and told Joe to come down right away. The morning passed. No sign of Joe. So Dad called again. By this time he had over 100 defectives. The army was screaming for the stuff and Dad didn't have anything to ship. So Joe told him. On the phone, he told him to weld. Cover up the cracks in any way he could and ship them out.
Are you through now?
I'm not through now! Dad was afraid. He wanted Joe there if he was going to do it, but Joe can't come down. He's sick. Sick! He suddenly gets the flu. Suddenly! But he promised to take responsibility. Do you understand what I'm saying? On the telephone, you can't have responsibility. In a court, you can always deny a phone call, and that's exactly what he did. They knew he was alive from the first time, but in the appeal, they believed that rotten lie. Now Joe is the big shot, and your father's the patsy. Now what are you going to do? Eat his food? Sleep in his bed? Answer me! What are you going to do?
What are you going to do, George?
It's too smart for me. I can't prove a phone call.
How dare you come in here with that rock?
George, the court.
The court did not know your father. But you know it. You know in your heart that Joe did it.
Lower your voice or I'll throw you back
She
here.
knows. She knows.
Give him back!
George, I know everything you've said. Dad said all of
The
them.
court did not know him, Annie.
But you know he'll say anything. You know how quick he can lie.
I'll ask you something and you look me in the eye when you answer.
I'll look you in the eye.
You know your father.
I know him well.
In He's got a boss to let 121 cylinder heads be repaired and shipped out of his shop without even knowing about it.
He's that kind of boss.
And that's the same Joe Keller who would never leave his shop without first going around to make sure all the lights were on.
Same Joe Keller.
The same man knows how many minutes a day his workers spend in the
The
toilets.
same man.
And my father, that frightened mouse who'd never buy a shirt without someone along. That man would dare do such a thing on his own.
On his own. And because he's a frightened mouse, here's another thing to do. Throw the blame on somebody else because he's not man enough to take it himself. He tried it in court, but it didn't work. But with a fool like you, it worked.
Oh, Chris, you're lying to yourself!
Don't talk like that.
Tell me, George. What happened? The court record was good enough for you all these years. Why isn't it good now? Why didn't you believe it all these years?
Because you believed it. That's the truth, Chris. I believed everything because I thought you did. But today I heard it from his mouth. And from his mouth, it's altogether different from the record. Anyone who knows him and knows your father will believe it from his mouth. Your dad took everything we have. I can't beat that. But she's one item he's not going to grab. Get your things. Everything they have is covered with blood. You're not the type of girl who can live with that. Get your things!
You're not going to believe that, are you?
No, it's not true.
How
Don't
can
you?
he tell you? It's his father. None of these things ever cross your mind.
Yes, it crossed my mind. Anything can cross your mind.
He knows, Annie. He
The
knows.
voice of God.
Then explain this to her. Why isn't her name on the business, huh?
What the hell has that got to do with anything?
Why isn't his name on it, Annie?
Even when I don't own it?
Oh, who are you kidding? Isn't that the first thing they do? Who gets it when he dies? Open your eyes. You know the both of them. The way they love each other. J.O. Keller himself. I'll settle it. Do you want me to settle it, or are you afraid to?
What does that mean?
Let me go up to your father. In 10 minutes, I'll come down with the answer. Or are you afraid of the answer?
I'm not afraid of the answer. I know the answer. But my mother's not well, and I don't want to fight here
Then
now.
let me go to him.
I don't want you to start a fight here now.
What more do you want?
Someone's coming.
You're not going to say anything now.
They'll go soon. Call it half.
You're coming with me.
And don't mention marriage. I haven't told her.
You're coming with me.
You're not going to start anything now, George. Don't!
Georgie!
Hello, Kate.
Making all that out of you. Look, you're great.
I know,
I told you when you went away, don't try for medals.
I didn't try, Kate. It was very easy.
Go on, you're all alike. Look at him. Why did you say he's fine? He looks like a ghost.
I feel alright.
I'm sick to look at you. What's the matter with your mother? Why don't she feed you?
He hasn't any appetite.
If he ate in my house, he'd have an appetite. I pity your husband. Now, I'll make you a sandwich.
I'm really not hungry.
Honest, God, it breaks my heart to see what happened to the children. How we worked and planned for you, and you end up no better than the rest of us.
You haven't changed at all. You know that, Kate?
None of us changed, George. We all love you. Joe was just talking about the day you were born. The water got shut off. People were carrying basins of water from a block away. A stranger would have thought the whole town was on fire. Why didn't you give him some juice?
I offered it to him.
You offered it to him. Give it to him. And now you're going to sit here and drink some juice and look like something.
Kate, I feel hungry already.
Turn Mahatma into a heavyweight.
Listen, to hell with the restaurant. I got a ham in the icebox and frozen strawberries and avocados and...
Well, I'll help you.
The train leaves at 8:30.
You're leaving?
No, Mother, she's not.
You hardly got here. Give yourself a chance to get acquainted again.
Yeah, Shirley hardly knows anymore.
Well, Chris, if they can't stay, don't.
Just a question of George, Mother. and
Now, wait a
Mike.
minute, Chris.
If you want to go, I'll drive you to the station now. If you're staying, no arguments while you're here.
Why should he argue? Georgie and us have no argument.
How could we have an argument, Georgie? We all got hit by the same lightning. How could you? You see what happened to Larry's tree, George? Imagine, in the middle of the night while I was dreaming of him, the wind just came along and, hey, Georgie. 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 Georgie.
Hello, Lassie. What'd you do? Bro?
I'm a big girl now.
Look what she can do to a hat. You made that in 10 minutes.
I only rearranged it.
Still make your own clothes?
Ain't she classy? All she needs now is a Russian wool cap.
Yeah, I feel like there's somebody sitting on my head. It's beautiful, babe. Oh, she's a genius. This one could be you. You should have married her.
Stop that, Kate.
Didn't I hear you had a baby?
Your hair's so good. She's got 3 babies.
No kidding. 3.
Yeah. It was 1, 2, 3. You've been away a long time, Georgie.
I'm beginning to realize.
Trouble with you kids is you think too much.
Well, we think too.
Yes, but not all the time.
You never took Frank Ed?
No, he was always in here in the draft.
It's amazing. When they were calling boys 27, Frank was just 28. When they made it 28, he was just 29. That's why he took up astrology. It's all when you were born just goes to show.
What does it go to show?
Don't be so intelligent. Some superstitions are very nice. Can you finish Larry's horoscope?
I'll ask him now. I'm going in. Would you like to see my babies? Come on.
I don't think so, Leah.
George.
Thanks. And to you. And Frank.
Oh, Frank!
Not pretty, huh?
Very pretty.
She's beautiful, you damn fool.
Makes it seem so nice around here.
Look what happened to you because you didn't listen to me. I told you to marry that girl and stay out of the war.
You still laugh?
And you didn't laugh enough. While you were getting mad about fascism, Frank was getting into her bed.
You won the war, Frank.
All the battles.
The day they started that draft, I told you you loved that girl.
And true love had no man.
I'm smarter than any of you.
She's wonderful.
Now you're going to listen to me, Georgie. You're big principals, Eagle Scouts, the 3 of you. So now I got a tree. And this one, when the weather gets bad, he can't stand on his 2 feet. And that big dope over there who eats nothing but Andy Gump. He's got 3 children and his house paid off. Stop being a philosopher and look after yourself. Like Joe said, move back here, he'll help you get set. I'll find you a girl, put a smile on your face.
Joe. Joe wants me here.
He wanted me to tell you? I think it's a good idea. Certainly. Why must you make believe you hate us, Georgie? Is that another of your principles, that you must hate us? No, you don't hate us. You can't fool me, I diapered you. You remember Mr. Marcy's daughter.
Oh, she's got you hooked.
Oh,
already.
you look her over, George, you'll see she's the most beautiful girl.
She's got warts, George.
She hasn't got warts. So the girl has a little beauty mark on her chin.
And 2 on her nose.
Do you remember her father? He's a retired police inspector.
Sergeant, George.
He's a very nice
He
man.
looks like a gorilla.
He never shot me.
Well, look who it is. Georgie, good to see you.
How are you, Joe?
So, getting old. Come out to dinner with us?
No, gotta get back to New York.
I'll pull a hat for you.
Too bad you can't stay, George. Sit down. He looks fine.
He looks terrible.
That's what I said. You look terrible, George. However, the pants of sheep beats me with the cunt.
Saw your factory north from the station. It looks like General Motors.
I wish it was General Motors, but it ain't. Sit down, George. Sit down. So, I came to see your father right here.
Yes, this morning. What kind of stuff do you make? It's everything. It's his soul.
How about seeing what they do with your house?
Leave you me?
I'd like to talk to him.
Sure. You just got here. That's the way they do, George. The little man makes a mistake, they hang him by the thumbs. The big ones become ambassadors. I wish you told me you were going to see Dad today.
I didn't know you were interested.
Yeah, in a way. George, I would like you to know that as far as I'm concerned, anytime he wants, he's got a place here.
He sure does. Don't you know that?
I imagine, but that too can change.
Steve was never like that.
Well, he's like that now. He'd like to take every man who made money in the war and put him up against the wall.
You need a lot of bullets.
He better not get him.
That's a sad thing to hear.
Why? What do you expect him to think of?
I'm just sad to see he hasn't changed. As long as I know him, 25 years, the man never learned how to take the blame. You know that.
Well,
But you do know it. Because the way you come in here, you don't look like you remember it. I mean, like in 1937 when we had the shop on Flood Street, and he damn near blew us all up when he left the heater burning for 2 days without water. And he still wouldn't admit it was his fault. I had to fire a mechanic to save his face. You know that.
yes, but
I'm just mentioning it, George, because it's just another one of a lot of other things. Like the time he gave Frank that money to invest in the oil stock.
I know that.
But it's good to remember those things. The way he cursed Frank when the stock went down. Was that Frank's fault? To listen to him, Frank was a swindler. All he did was give him a bad tip.
I know those
And
things.
remember them. Remember them. There are certain men in this world who would rather see everybody hung before they take the blame themselves. You know that.
The cab's on its way. Would you like to wash?
Why must he go? Make the midnight, Georgie.
Don't worry. Have dinner with us.
How about it? Why not? Hurrying at the lake, we have a swell time.
Alright.
Now you're talking.
I've got a shirt that'll go right with that suit.
Oh, size of 15 and a half, right, Georgie?
Is Lydia, Frank and Lydia coming?
I'll get you a date that'll make her look.
I know just the girl for you. Charlotte Tanner.
Call Charlotte. That's
Sure,
right.
call her
No, I
up.
don't want her.
You go up, they got a shirt to tag.
I've never felt at home anywhere with deer. I feel so... Hey, you look so young, you know? You haven't changed at all. It rings an old bell. And Joe, you look amazingly the same. The whole atmosphere is.
Hey, I ain't got time to get sick.
He hasn't been laid up in 15 years.
Except when I was sick of the flu during the war.
Huh?
When I was sick of the flu during the war.
Of course, except for the flu. Don't slip my mind, don't look at me like that. He wanted to go into the shop, but he was too sick to raise himself off the bed. I thought he had pneumonia.
Why did you say he's
I know
never...
how you feel, kid. If I could have gone in that day, I'd have told Dad never to touch those cylinders.
But she said you've never been
I said he was
sick.
sick, George.
And didn't you hear
Do
her
you
say...
remember every time you've been sick?
I remember pneumonia. Especially if I got it just the day my partner was going to patch up cylinder heads. What happened that day, Joe? Kate! Kate!
Frank! How'd you see George?
Lydia told me. I'm glad to. Well, pardon me. I've got something amazing for you, Kate. I finished Larry's horoscope.
You'd be very interested in this, George. It's amazing the way he can understand girls on the phone. He finished Larry's horoscope.
Frank, can't you pick a better time than this?
The greatest men who ever lived believed in the stars.
Stop filling her head with that junk!
They jump to feel that there's a greater power than ourselves. I've studied the stars of his life. I won't argue with you, I'm telling you. Somewhere in this world, your brother is alive.
It's impossible, Chris.
Because it's insane!
Just a minute now. I'll tell you something, and you can do as you please. Just let me say. He was supposed to have died on November 25th. But November 25th was his favorable day.
Mother!
Listen to me.
It was a day when everything good was shining on him, the kind of day he should have married on. You can laugh at a lot of it. I can understand you laughing, but the odds are 1,000,000 to 1 that a man won't die on his favorable day. That's known. That's known, Chris.
Why isn't it possible? Why isn't it possible, Chris?
Don't you understand what she's saying? She just told you to go. What
Nobody,
are you waiting for?
Nobody can tell her to go.
Thank you for your trouble, darling. Will you tell him to wait?
Sure thing.
I'll be right after I
Stop leaving, Mother.
You heard her say it. He's never been sick.
You misunderstood me, Chris.
He simply told your father to kill pilots and covered himself in bed.
Better answer me. He answered him.
I packed your bags, darling.
What?
I packed your bag. All you have to do is close it.
I'm not closing anything. He asked me here, I'm not leaving until he tells me to go. Till Chris tells me.
That's all. Now get out of here, George.
Feels.
That's all. Nothing more till Christ comes on the case, or Larry, as long as I'm here. Now get out of here, George.
You tell me. I want to hear you tell me.
Go, George.
Take it that way, Georgie. Please don't take it that way.
You packed her bag. How dare you pack her bag? How dare you pack her bag?
He doesn't belong here.
Then I don't belong here.
He's Larry's girl.
And I'm his brother. And he's dead. And I'm marrying his girl.
Never, never in this world.
Have you lost your mind?
You have nothing to say.
I've got plenty to say. 3.5 years, you've been talking like a maniac.
Nothing! You have nothing to say! Now I say! He's coming back! You've got to wait.
Mother!
Wait! Wait!
How long? How long?
Till he comes forever and ever until he comes!
Mother, I'm going ahead with it.
Chris, I never said no to you in my life. Now I say no!
Never let go of him until I do it.
I'll never let go of him and you'll never let go
Oh,
of
I've let
him!
go of him. I've let him go a long, long time ago.
And let your father go!
She's out of her mind.
Altogether. Your brother is alive, my dear, because if he's dead, your father killed him. Do you understand me now? As long as you're alive, that boy is alive as well. God does not let a son be killed by his father. Now you see, don't you? Now you see.
She's out of her mind.
And you did it.
You never flew a P-40, Chris.
But the others.
She's out of her mind.
You did it?
You never flew a P-40. What's the matter with
Yeah,
you?
you did it. To the others.
What's the matter with you? What the hell is the matter
How
with
did
you?
you do that? How?
What's the matter with you?
Dad, you killed 21 men.
What? Killed?
You killed them. You murdered them.
How could I kill anybody?
Dad!
I didn't kill
Then
anybody!
explain to me. What did you do? Explain to me or I'll tear you to pieces.
No, Chris.
I want to know what you did. Now what did you do? You had 125 missionaries. Now what did you do?
You're gonna hate me tonight.
I'm listening. God almighty, I'm listening.
You're a boy! What could I do? I'm in business. A man is in business. 120 cracked, you're out of business. You got a process. The process don't work. You're out of business. They close you up. They tear up your country. What the hell is it to them? You lay 40 years into business. They knock you out in 5 minutes. What can I do? Let them take 40 years? Let them take my life away? I never thought they'd install them. I swear to God, I thought they'd stop them before anybody took off.
Why'd you ship them out?
By the time they had stopped them, I thought I'd have the process going again. And I could show them that they needed me again, and they'd let it go by. But weeks passed and I got no kickback, so I was going to tell them.
Why didn't you tell them?
It was too late. They came in with handcuffs in the shop. It was too late. The paper, it was all on the front page. Chris! Chris! I did it for you. It was a chance, and I took it for you. I'm 61 years old. When would I get another chance to make something for you? 61 years old, you didn't have another chance, do you?
You even knew they wouldn't hold up in the air.
I didn't say that.
But you were going to tell them not to use them.
But that don't mean
It means you didn't crash. Then you thought they'd crash.
I was afraid, maybe.
You were afraid? Maybe? God in heaven, what kind of a man are you? Kids were hanging in the air by those heads, you knew that!
For you. A business for you.
For me? Where do you live? Where have you come from? For me. I was dying out there every day, and you were killing my boys, and you did it for me? What the hell do you think I was thinking of? The goddamn business? Is that as far as your mind can see, the business? What is that? The world! The business! What the hell do you mean you did it for me? Don't you have a country? Don't you live in the world? What the hell are you? You're not even an animal. No animal kills its own. What are you? What must I do to you? I have to turn the tongue out of your mouth. What must I do? What must I do? My Jesus, God, what must I do?
Chris. Chris.
Well, it's 1 in the morning and I can't sleep at night. I hear wolves around the doorstep, they're circling outside. I count them jumping over fences, landing on the sheet. Now it's 2 in the morning and I can't fall asleep. It's 2 in the morning and I can't fall asleep. There's a wind in the willows and there's a howling down the street. I hear it picking up the garbage, flying to the moon. Now it's 3 in the morning, better get some sleeping soon. It's 3 in the morning, better get some sleeping soon. I'm gonna count the numbers in the counselor's room. And if I miss a beat, well, it's all with my head. Now it's 4 in the morning, I'm twisted in my bed. It's 4 in the morning, I'm turning in my bed. I wish I had a dream or a nightmare in my head. Some imagination, get some sleeping good. Now it's 5 in the morning, I'm wishing it was 1.
Any news?
No news.
Can't stay up all night, dear. Why don't you go to bed?
I'm waiting for Chris.
It's almost 2 o'clock.
I can't sleep. You had an emergency?
Somebody had a headache and doctor with time. After my patients are quite full. Nobody realizes how many people are walking around loose and they're cracked as coconuts. Money, 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 money. You say it long enough, it doesn't mean anything. Oh, how I'd love to be around when that happens.
You're so foolish, Jim. Sometimes you are.
Kate, what happened?
I told you.
He had an argument with Joe, got in the car, and he drove away.
What kind of an argument?
An argument. Joe is crying as a child before.
They argued about it.
Not Anne, imagine. She's been up in that room since he left. All night in that room.
What did you do? Tell me.
What?
Don't be afraid, Kate. I know. I'll always know.
No.
It occurred to me a long time ago.
I always thought, back of his mind, this almost knew. Didn't think it would be such a shock.
Chris would never know how to live with a thing like that. It takes a certain talent for mine. I have it, and you do, but not him.
What do you mean he's not coming back?
Oh no, we'll come back. We'll all come back. These private little revolutions always die. The compromise is always made. In a peculiar way, Frank is right. Every man does have a star, the star of one's honesty. You spend your life groping for it, but once it's out, it never lights again. I don't think he went very far. He just wanted to be alone to watch the stars around.
Just as long as he comes back.
I wish you wouldn't, Kate. 1 year I simply took off, went to New Orleans. For 2 months I lived on bananas and milk and studied a certain seas. It was beautiful. And then she came and she cried, and I went back home with her. And now I live in the usual darkness. I can't find myself. It's even hard sometimes to remember the kind of man I wanted to be. I'm a good husband. Chris is a good son. He'll come back. I have a feeling this is hard. I'll look around for him there. Put her to bed, Joe. This is no good for what she's got.
His friend is not home.
I don't like mixing in so much.
It's too late, Joe. He already knows.
How does he know?
Yes, a long time ago.
I don't like that.
What you don't like.
Yeah, but I don't like.
Can't pull yourself through this one, Joe. Smart. Sting. Sting is not over yet.
What is she doing up there? She don't come out of the room.
I don't know. What is she doing? Sit down. Stop being angry. You want to live, you better figure out your life.
She don't know, does she?
Saw Chris storming out of here. It's 1 and 1. She knows how to act.
Maybe I ought to talk to her.
Don't ask me.
Then who do I ask? Oh, she wouldn't do anything about it, you don't think?
You're asking me again.
I'm asking you? What am I, a stranger? I thought I had a family here. What happened to my family?
Got a family, I'm just saying. I have no strength to think anymore.
You have no strength. The minute there's trouble, you have no strength.
Joe! Joe! You're doing the same thing all over again. Every time there's trouble, you yell at me, and you think that settles it.
Then what do I do? Tell me. Talk to me. What do I do?
I've been thinking, if he comes back,
What do you mean, if? He's coming back.
I think you ought to sit him down and explain yourself. You ought to make it clear to him that you realize it's a terrible thing. I understand that you don't understand what you did.
What ice does that cut?
I mean, if you told him you were willing to pay for what you did,
How can I pay?
tell him you're willing to go to prison.
I'm willing
If
to.
you wouldn't go, I wouldn't ask you to. But you feel that you wanted to pay for what you did. Maybe he can forgive you.
He can forgive me for what?
Joe, you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean. You wanted money, so I made money. What's the matter? You wanted money, didn't you?
I didn't want it that way.
I didn't want it that way either, but what difference is it when I won? I spoiled the both of you. I should have put him out on the street when he was 10, like I was put out, and make him earn his own keep. Then he'd understand how a buck is made in this world.
forgiven. I can live off a quarter a day, but I got a family, so...
No! We don't excuse that you did it for the family.
It's got to excuse it.
It's more than family.
There's nothing more.
There is to him.
There's nothing he would do that I wouldn't forgive him for. Because he's my son, and I'm his father.
Oh, I tell you.
Because he's my son, and I'm his father, and if there's anything bigger than that, then I'll put a bullet through my head.
Stop that!
And you know what to tell him. Understand me? But he wouldn't do that. Would he?
Loved you, Jim. Broke his heart.
To put me away.
No. Beginning to think we don't know him. They say in the war he was such a killer. Here he was afraid of mice. I don't know him.
God damn it, Blair, if you're still alive, he wouldn't act like this. He understood how the world worked. He listened to me. To him, the world had a 40-foot front, and it ended at the building line. This one, everything bothers him. You make a deal and overcharge him 2 cents, his hair starts to fall out. He don't understand money. It came too easy to him. Too easy. Yes. Yes, sir. Larry. That was the boy we lost.
Please, you're going to be alright. Nothing is going to happen to you.
For the both of you. That's all I ever lived for.
No. No.
Trying to stay up. I'll tell you when it comes.
You didn't eat them, did you? Why don't you make her some supper?
Oh, never mind, Kate. I'm all right. I want to tell you something. I'm not going to do anything about it.
Girl, you're saying she's a good
I'll do
girl.
nothing about Joe, but you're going to do something for me. You've made Chris feel guilty with me. Whether you wanted to or not, you've crippled him in front of me. I'd like you to tell him that Larry is dead and that you know it. Understand me? I'm not going out of here alone again. There's no life for me that way. Tell him, go away, everything will end, and that's all.
You'll do that. You'll tell him.
You know what I'm asking you. You had 2 sons. You've only got 1 now.
Tell him.
You've got to say to him so he knows you mean it.
The boy was dead and had done my words to make Chris know it. He knows it. You know it. The night you go to bed in his bed, his heart will dry. No, my dear, no such thing. You're going in the morning and you're going alone. That's your life. That's your lonely life.
Larry is dead, Kate.
Don't speak to
I
me.
said he's dead. I know. Crashed off the coast of China November 25th. His engine failed and then died. I know.
You're lying to me. You know how he died. How did he die? Tell me.
I loved him. You know I loved him. Would I have looked at anyone else if I wasn't sure? Enough for you.
What's enough? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Joe, go in the house.
Why should I?
Please go.
We know the place.
What's that? Sit down. First, you've got to understand. When I came, I didn't have any idea that Joe. I had nothing against you or you. thought I'd show it to you only if there was no other way to settle Larry in your mind. But he wrote it to me just before he... Remember, you're making me do this. Remember, Remember, I've been so lonely, Kate. I can't leave here alone again. You wouldn't believe me. You made me show it to you. I told you 100 times. Why wouldn't you believe me? Please, God. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Where have you been? Well, inspired. Where have you been?
Just drove around a little. Thought you'd be gone.
Where do I go? Where to go?
Where's Dad?
Inside, lying down.
Sit down. Both of you. Say what
Hear
you
the
used to
car?
say. I left it in the garage.
Jim is out looking for you.
Mother. I'm going away. There are a couple of firms in Cleveland. I think I can get a place. I'm going away for good. I know what you're thinking, Anne. It's true. I'm yellow. I was made yellow in this house because I suspected my father and knew nothing about it. But if I knew that night when I came home what I know now, he'd be in the district attorney's office by this time, and I'd have brought him. Now if I look at him, all I'm able to do is cry.
What else can you?
I could jail him. I could jail him if I were human anymore. But I'm like everybody else now. I'm practical now. You made me practical.
You have to be.
The cats in that alley are practical. The bums who ran away when we were fighting were practical. Only the dead ones weren't practical. But now I'm practical. And I spit on my son. I'm going away. I'm going now.
Coming
No,
with you.
Anne.
Chris, I don't ask you to
You
anything
do!
that
You
don't.
do!
I swear I never
In your
will.
heart, you always will.
Do what you have to do.
Do what? What is there to do? I've looked all night for a reason to make him suffer.
There's reason. There's
What?
reason.
Do I raise the dead when I put him behind bars? Then what will I do it for? We used to shoot a man and act like a dog, but honor was real there. You were protecting something. But here, this is the land of the great big dogs. You don't love a man here, you eat him. That's the principle. The only one we live by. Just having to kill a few people this time, that's all. The world's that way. How can I take it out on him? What sense does that make? This is a zoo. A zoo!
You've got to tell him.
And go!
I won't let him go. I mean, you've got to tell him I will then.
What's the matter with you? I want to talk to you.
I've got nothing to say.
I want to talk to you.
Don't do that, Dad! I'm going to hurt you if you do that. Now there's nothing to say. So say it quick.
Exactly what's the matter? What's the matter? You got too much money? Is that what bothers you?
It bothers you.
If you can't get used to it, then throw it away. You hear me? Take every cent and give it to charity. Throw it in the sewer. Does that settle it? In the sewer? That's all? You think I'm kidding? I'm telling you what to do. That's your money. That's not my money. I'm a dead man. I'm an old dead man. Nothing's mine. Well, talk to me, Chris. What do you want to do?
It's not what I want to do. It's what you want to do.
What should I want to do? Jail? You want me to go to jail? If that's where you want me to go, then say so. If that's where I belong, then tell me so. What's the matter? Why can't you tell me? You can say everything else. Say this. I'll tell you why you can't tell me. Because you know. Because you know I don't belong there. Who worked for nothing in the war? When they worked for nothing, I'll work for nothing. Did they ship a gun or a truck out of Detroit before they got their price? Is that clean? It's dollars and cents, nickels and dimes. War and peace, it's nickels and dimes. What's clean? Half the goddamn country has got to go if I go. That's why you can't tell me.
That's exactly why.
Then, why am I bad?
I know you're no worse than those men. But I thought you were better. I never saw you as a man. I saw you as my father. I can't look at you this way. I can't look at myself!
Give that to me! He's going to read it! It's not for you, Chris!
Larry. He wrote it to me the day he died.
Larry.
Go away, Joe, go away!
Why did she say Larry?
Go to the street, Joe, go to the street! Look, Chris, please!
Three and 1/2 years. Talking. Talking. Now you tell me what you must do. This is how he died. Now tell me where you belong.
Chris, a man can't be Jesus in this world.
I know all about the world. I know the whole crap story. Now listen to this. And you tell me what a man has got to be. My dear Anne, you listening? He wrote this the day he died. Listen, don't cry! Listen! My dear Anne, it is impossible to put down the things I feel. But I've got to tell you something. Yesterday they flew in a load of papers from the States and I read about Dad and your father being convicted. I can't express myself. I can't tell you how I feel. I can't bear to live. Last night I circled the base for 20 minutes before I could bring myself in. How can you have done that? Every day 3 or 4 men never come back, and then he sits back there doing business. I don't know how to tell you what I feel. I can't face anyone. I'm going out on a mission in a few minutes. They'll probably report me missing. If they do, I want you to know that you mustn't wait for me. I tell you now, if I had him here, I could kill him. Now, blame the world. Do you understand that letter?
I think I understand. What am I trying?
Why are you going? Sleep, why are you going?
I can't sleep here.
Oh, you're so foolish. Larry is your son. You never asked me to do this.
Then what is this if it isn't happening? Sure, he was my son, but I think to him, they were all my sons.
going to take him. It's up to you. If you tell him to stay, he'll stay. Now go and tell him.
Nobody can stop him now.
You'll stop him. How long will he live in prison? Are you trying to kill
I
him?
thought you read this.
War is over. Haven't you heard? It's over.
And what was Larry to you? Huh? A stone that fell in the water? It's not enough for him to be sorry. Larry didn't kill himself to make you and Dad sorry.
What more can we do?
You can be better. Once and for all, you can understand there's a world of people outside. And unless you get that, you threw away your son because that's why he died. Fight Jim.
Joe. Joe. Joe.
Mother. I didn't mean to.
Take it upon yourself.